Morning, guys. So the Lord, I have to tell you guys what he just showed me to share with you guys. He was showing me a lot of stuff yesterday, but what I could share with you guys, because that's for a reason I'm saying yesterday, because a lot of it, I don't think it was for you guys, it's for me. But what he just showed me as I was resting, he showed me some other stuff this morning too. I gotta ask him to bring it back to my memory. But what he just showed me, as I was resting, because I was up this morning, then I went back to sleep, and now I'm pretty much gonna have to get back up because Justice gotta do homework and give him breakfast. But this vision that he just showed me, well, it was a dream, because I literally was asleep. I can't say this was a vision, this was a dream, because y'all hear my voice. I'm literally just waking back up from 6 o'clock. So he showed me this girl. Well, first he showed me a funeral, and it was people at the funeral, and people already, it was getting time for them pretty much to leave. I don't know where y'all are, but most people have repasses after the funeral. Some people don't, but it looked to me like they were not getting ready to go to no repass or nothing. They were just getting up, leaving. And I just saw a lot of black on. I don't know the person. I think he just was showing me that to show me the girl. So then the dream went to this girl. She's a Caucasian girl. She's beautiful, and she didn't have much on. I never saw her before. But a lot of times God will show me people to pray for, or he'll just show me people. But this is the first time he ever showed me something like this. So this girl, she was at this black piano. The room wasn't dark. So she showed me inside so he showed me inside with the funeral, but the funeral was inside of I want to say that's inside of a church or a building. I saw a tall Caucasian man with a black trench coat. It doesn't look like it's nowhere here where I live. I want to say it's somewhere where it's probably cold, because everybody was dressed up in that type of clothes. I'm just saying where I'm at, I'm not used to seeing nobody in no black trench coat. I'm used to seeing stuff like that on if people that live on, live in different places. When I watch my detective shows, they'd be New York, Chicago, places like that. So I think it's somewhere cold. So then it shifted from that, and then it went to the girl. It went to the girl, and this girl, she was at this black piano. And guys, just give me a minute, because I'm literally just waking back up. And the girl went to the black piano. She's skinny. The reason why I know she's skinny is because the way that she was hunched in, just doing the thing with the piano. So the girl, she was skinny. I want to say she had blondish brown hair. She had brown roots and blonde hair coming out. And she had on this green long sleeve shirt with stripes, and she had on some gray tights. And if you just looked at her outwardly, you wouldn't probably think much of her. I'm saying for people that would just take a look at her, you probably wouldn't think that her gift, that she would have so much that great of a gift on her, is what I'm saying. Just with David, with that harp, and him fighting those animals and protecting God's animals and stuff. So this girl was playing this piano, and I'm telling y'all, in this dream, and it was so quick, but it was so beautiful. This girl was playing this piano with all her heart. And in heaven, and nobody was there with her when she was playing this piano, but that was part of her gift. And in heaven, the girl had on, her hair was in the bun. She didn't look anything like how she looked now. She looked good now. It just seemed to me like she looked like a diamond in the rough. And this girl was playing this piano, her heart out. But in heaven, angels was dancing angels was dancing to the tune. I don't want to sing it for you guys, but the tune was like, because a lot of times when I'm dreaming, God would give me certain music or certain tune, like certain songs to send out to people or certain songs to listen to. That's a song for me. And I never heard this song before. How can I say it? It was like dun 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 dun. But it was so beautiful. She was playing them on piano keys. And in heaven, so many angels was dancing to that music. The girl was up there. It's like in the spiritual realm. She looked at nothing like how she looked here on earth. And she was playing these keys, and she had her hair was up in the bun, and her skin like was just so bright. And because the room she was in, it was light, but it was dark. Like I want to say it was a blue room, and she was sitting, and it looked like she was upstairs wherever she was at. And wow, like the angels was just dancing, and she was spinning, and she had on this gown that's like I was seeing swans, like the color of a swan. This girl had like on a swan, like not on, she didn't have on a swan, but the colors that them swans be wearing when they come out, like the way they look when they be coming out the water. I don't know if this makes sense to you guys. I hope y'all don't think this sounds crazy, but this is what I saw in the Lord was telling me, come on, share this dream, because this is a word for many of you. And what happened was, remember I told y'all he showed me the funeral. The girl was supposed to be at the funeral playing that piano because her gift was going to bring life to those that were there. Now, the person that died at that funeral is dead, but the people that were there, her gift of that piano, the tunes from it, was supposed to bring life to them. But you know what she did? Because of how she looked and because she disqualified herself, she didn't go to the funeral and she didn't play, but she was supposed to. That's what the Lord showed me. Then I woke up. And the other stuff that he showed me, because sometimes I be having movie dreams, a lot of my dreams will switch. A lot of them are literal and some of them are not, but this one was very literal. And I'm just waking back up, like about to turn back over. And the Lord had just sent like a shock through my body. And he said, get up and release it now on the channel. And it's like I couldn't even move. And that was him saying, get up and release it now. So that is a word for someone. My God, that's a word for someone. Don't allow how you look or what you're going through or you disqualifying your gift to not do what God called you to do, because you don't know. You don't know who it will bless. And I'm telling y'all, I've been to some funerals in my life. I really don't like going. If I don't have to, I go pay my respects. But like ever since my grandma and my aunt, it's a lot. It's very hard for me to go to people's funerals, but I try to pay my respect. And when he showed me this funeral, I was like, why am I seeing this funeral? But I have gone over the years, like to my other family members that are passing, but what he just reminded me of to say for you guys, this was some years before, this was a couple months before my grandmother's funeral. I went to a funeral a couple months before their funeral, not knowing they was going to pass. And I'm telling you, the people, some of them in that funeral, I knew, like I went to school with them, or I knew them, like they was in the streets and stuff. And some of them I didn't know. And the man, even in the midst with some of that crowd, the man still called for people that wanted to be saved. And the people that came forth, you wouldn't think that they would have come forth. And a lot of times at funerals, people do call for salvation, because a lot of times some people didn't think people was going to die. They'll call for them to come forth for salvation. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I had the flash off. Oh, okay. But I don't know, guys. The dream was just so profound. If I can remember the other dreams, I will tell you guys. I don't know, but this one is the only one that he's allowed me to remember at this time and share. So don't disqualify. Let me sit up. Hold on. Oh, my stomach. Don't disqualify, guys, what God has given you. Because the first thing I saw in the funeral was brown walls, and I seen a tall man, Caucasian. He had on a long black trench coat, like, I don't know, like, you know what the Amish people wear. And I saw a lady, like, they just had on all black when they were leaving, and they were leaving like sad. Their faces were sad. That girl was supposed to be there at that funeral playing that piano, because I'm telling you, in the dream, I didn't think that I was asleep. I thought I was up in heaven. I didn't think I was here no more. It was so beautiful, guys. The tune she was playing in that room, nobody was there with her in that room. If you looked at her physically, you wouldn't think she wasn't a bad looking girl. To me, she was a beautiful girl. You know, moms, like when you just like having, like, you put up your mom bun and you get ready to do laundry and do stuff, and you just have like a natural glow about you, but you may look a little bit more rougher. That's how she looked to me. I don't know if she was a mom, but that's the best way I can explain it. But in heaven, she didn't look like that. God didn't look at her like what she had on or her situation, or that room in with the piano upstairs that she was playing. She was so glorious up there, and them angels was dancing, guys. And I'm telling you, the color of the swan, I'm not talking about just no regular swan that you see in this earth. I never seen no swans like this before in my life. They were so beautiful. That color dress that girl have, I didn't have some beautiful dresses before. I have seen beautiful dresses, before in shops. I have never seen a color dress like that before in my life. It was so beautiful. I want to say it was like white, and it's like white, blue, and gray mixed. But it wasn't mixed like how we would mix paints or colors. I could just see the swan color, and the angels was dancing, guys. And the girl was her worship was moving the heart of Father God. Father God was so pleased with that worship with her on the piano. And she was supposed to be at that funeral playing. Them tunes was going to heal people. I'm telling you, I was asleep, and I didn't think I was asleep. I thought I was up there. I thought I was up there. It was so beautiful. So I'm going to that's the dream he told me to give you guys. I remember last year he told me to give y'all a dream that I had about the judgment. When the fire came and it was the judgment, that was the dream I gave you guys. I have a lot of dreams, guys. I don't give them to you guys when he don't tell me to give them to you. So I'm not going to do that. But for this dream, literally, guys, he just woke me back up to give it to you guys. And I need to get up anyway because I got to get my son ready for school online and give him his bath and that. But I feel like what he's saying is, if you are a person, no matter your situation or circumstance, don't disqualify your gift, because you're going to be held accountable for that gift. And don't you know that every time that girl practiced that piano, now in real life, whoever that person is, if she's a real person, well, I feel like she is a real person, but whoever she is, when she do practice the piano, God is moved by her practicing. But she was supposed to be at that funeral. And them people that left sad, who knows that she would have been at that funeral playing the beautiful piano music. Oh my God. Guys, I never heard no piano music like that in my life. And I like classical music. I like jazz. I like piano. I never heard nothing like that before in this earth, the way that girl was playing that music. In heaven, I don't know. The colors was different. The sound was different. It was bright. It was clear. I couldn't see Father God, but I could just see I just knew that was him. And I wasn't close. It was like I was far. I was away, because in my dreams, a lot of times the way God showed me, he'll show me sometimes, but like out of 100%, I'll say he showed me maybe 10-15% out of time. A lot of times he'll show me looking out, but I'll know that that's me, or he'll show me the people in the dream, their faces and who they are. A lot of them sometimes I know, and a lot of them sometimes I won't know. He do that with me with dreams and visions, but a lot of times with dreams, if I see myself close up, it's a reason he's showing me myself close up. But if he showed me like I'm just looking outside my body, or I'm standing away, but I know in the dream that's me, to me it won't make sense to you guys, but because I know how my dreams are from him, it makes sense to me. But anyway, this girl, like I saw her so vividly. It's like I was standing in the doorway. Now I couldn't see me talking to her when she was upstairs in that room. But I saw me it's like he had cracked open the doorway for me to see. The walls were blue. She had like a sheer, I want to say like a dark whitish gray sheer curtain thing, but it was light outside, but the windows was closed, but it wasn't dark. It was a little light coming in, a little light. Somebody even catch these symbols. Thank you, Holy Spirit. It was a little light coming in as she was playing. It could have been more, but she didn't open up that window. And it was this big black piano, and it wasn't no broken down piano. Whatever piano this is from this girl, this is like a very expensive piano, and that is another word. Her gift, her oil may be very costly spiritually for her brokenness, for her going through whatever her storm or test is, but the gift and the blessing and the oil on her is worth the crushing. And she was just playing, like she had her back hunched, like she was sitting on this bench, and she was playing them keys, guys. And she knew the keys she was playing, and the keys she was playing was the keys I heard in heaven. It's like God showed me that up there with her with that dress. And to me, it looked like if she just would have taken a bath or put on some clothes, she would have looked a little bit different. But that wasn't her look. Her look was what I had told y'all, with that long sleeve striped shirt and them pants. And actually those pants, they were like those tight pants with the little wrinkle at the ankle. I know those pants because I have those pants. I think I got them from Walmart or City Trends. Either way, they don't cost much, whatever she had on. And I don't know if she had on shoes. And she was just playing them keys, and her back was hunched, because I think the reason I said her back was hunched, because her back was hunched and her stomach was in. It's like she was giving them keys, all of her. She wasn't just sitting like, when you playing instruments or you doing things, they tell you your body posture matters and all that. But no, this girl was like she was giving it her passion, and I don't think nobody was upstairs with her. Now, I don't know if she lived with her parents or who, but it was an upstairs room. And then after I seen the upstairs room, I want to say it was second floor, the Lord showed me her up there, and them swans and them angels. And the Lord, it's like he was on his throne, just moving his head, like smiling. He was just so pleased with that worship. And then I had woke up. So I don't know. I just pray that this dream encourages somebody to walk in your gift. Don't disqualify your time and season. Don't disqualify what you're going through. If God put something in you and told you to do something, guys, you have to do it, because you don't want to be held accountable. That girl was supposed to play that piano music for them people at that funeral. You don't know. One of them probably would have been saved. One of them probably would have just been healed in the service. I didn't see God do it in real life at people's funeral through the musicians and, the pastor calling for an altar call. I'm telling y'all, guys, I didn't seen it. So don't disqualify your gift another day. If God called you to do something, you need to do it. I'm going to be back on later on, guys, for Bible study. But God bless.